Well, good morning, and we're starting our day today. We're going up the Ballinamore Canal, so it's going to be interesting.
Yep. So how many locks have we got for the Ballinamore
We've
Canal?
8 locks to do today to get as far as, I think it's 8 to Kilclare.
Yeah.
Well, you can't beat boiled eggs for breakfast because they're so handy. You just put your kitchen paper down, you boil your eggs, put it on that. When you're finished, you just wrap them all up, put it in the bin. No wash up.
Cleaned up. So I think it's a good idea if I give you a bit of background to the Shannon Erne Waterway. This canal was originally called the Ballinamore and Ballyconnell Canal. It was first built in around the 1840s during the famine here in Ireland, and it only stayed open for 8 years. It only carried 9 boats and it only generated £18 in revenue. Given that it cost about £500,000 to build, that's not a really good return on your investment. So when the canal closed, it went into dereliction. The canal remained derelict until eventually in the 1990s, peace broke out in Northern Ireland. It was then decided to take on the restoration of this canal as part of the peace process, because it connects the River Shannon in the south of Ireland with Lough Erne in the north of Ireland. The canal was opened in 1994 and was renamed the Shannon Erne Waterway.
I'm looking forward to going up here now. It's very cold and very windy though. You know, for this time of the year it's horrendous, the weather. Really and truly is. I have my lock card here ready to go, so.
When this canal was first restored to full navigation, they put traffic lights at the locks, and they turned out to be the very first traffic lights in all of County Leitrim. So all the locks on the Ballinamore Canal are operated by these control panels and a simple Waterways smart card.
Oh, here we go. So press open gate.
That's close gate, you hit those?
No?
Feed it up, yeah.
Yeah.
Try to feed it up.
But don't hold it on for too long.
Alright, okay.
Yeah. So Seamus was our local waterways patroller, and he was able to keep an eye on us. While you do operate the locks yourself by way of the smart card, the waterways patrollers are there just to give you a dig out if you get into any difficulty. So as soon as Marion had the gates open, I brought Driftwood into the lock, and Marion, under the watchful eye of Seamus, closed the gates behind me, and slowly the water began to rise up. The locks here are quite well fitted. The stainless steel chains here, so you can hold on to them if you don't want to put a line up onto the bollards. All 8 locks that we're going in today will rise up, and they'll take us up to the summit level. And as you can see by the look of the gates up in front, the original levels have been changed when they restored the canal from what they were in the original design. So 1 lock down and 7 more to go. Nearly straight away there are reminders to keep your speed down so as not to damage the banks with the wash of your boat. As soon as we started to approach lock number 2, we could see we were going to run into the first problem. Just on the right hand side there, you may be able to see the water pouring across the canal. Now the last time I was up here, this was, well, a babbling little brook. But after the rain we've had the past 24 hours, it's now a torrent of water. There's no way we're going to get the boat through that without hitting the bank on the left hand side. At just about this point, we realised that we were after making a mistake. With being distracted by that torrent of water, I never thought to drop Marion off at the jetty below the lock so that she could operate it. And I certainly didn't fancy reversing back out, so the alternative was to climb the gate. Okay, well you can pass me up rope, so. Right, you okay? I'll close the back gates. Right. So it's pretty simple. Close the gate. They say that we shouldn't hold this for more than 60 seconds on account of the weather being so cold. The hydraulic oil is quite thick, and that's why everything seems to go a little bit slower.
we spoke to the lockkeeper at the last lock, and he was saying they're doing maintenance on most of the gates up the way. So he said don't be surprised, he said, if you have problems with some of them, because they're not expecting boats through this early in the year. It's actually not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. We're coming up nice and slowly. Hopefully now when Harry gets back on the boat, we have, I think, 8 locks. This is only the second one. Oh my god.
When we get a bit more water into the lock, I'll open the sluices a bit more, but I don't want it to be too turbulent because, as you can see, poor Mar is on the boat on her own. Are you having a ball of a time, love? Are we going to Greece next year? This will teach you to not go to Greece on a holiday. I'll tell you the story behind that. I'd looked on the internet and I'd found a holiday which was chartering a yacht in Greece in the Ionian Sea, and that is what I wanted to do. I was so keen to do it, and Mara would not do it. She was terrified of the flight, to be honest with you. Right, I'll open the other side here now. Was that okay? It would have been better if I dropped you off below the lock. Here's a better view of that water obstacle, and if you see the black piece here, this is where we rubbed the boat along to get it into the lock.
I'm filming Harry and Harry's filming me. This is our last goodbye. Love you. I'm terrified being in here on my own. Well, that wasn't too bad, huh? Okay? It was okay, yeah? Fair play. I thought I was going to die.
So you can see the way they have the bank protected there with the wooden boards, and I suppose that's to allow a boat to pump and not get damaged too much. But wow, there's a lot of water coming down there. I would not call that a still water canal. No way. You okay? Can Greece next year? I'm telling you, Greece next year.
Yeah. Can we go tomorrow? It's a beautiful stretch of the canal here. It's lovely and peaceful. There is no leaves on the trees or anything. But I'd say in the summertime, this would be just fabulous. We're coming up now to another lock. Oh, it's green, ready to go. Yippee! I hope it's not as deep as the last one. Now this is where Harry's going to drop me off this time, and I'm going to do this lock. Well, let's hope. Now we're approaching one of the oldest bridges on the Shannon Erne. If you can see, it's actually at an angle. I don't know whether you can see it or not.
You can see here that the locks have ladders fitted into them, but because the ladders are fitted behind those gates, if those gates are opened, you can't actually access that ladder, which is unfortunate. Had they incorporated the ladder into the actual lock gate itself, it would have been far more useful. When we get over the summit level and we start descending down towards Lough Erne, you'll see that those locks were completely rebuilt, and so at that stage they were able to recess ladders into the walls of the locks, which makes them far more useful. But these locks here that we're going through were actually restored. That's the reason the ladders are where they are. Seamus, the waterways patroller, met us at most of the locks, and in fairness, he did most of the work for us. He also, we reckon he did much more than that. We reckon he saved a marriage, because there was a lot of tension, I can tell you, at times when we were going through some of these locks. But no, he was a great guy, and we really appreciated his help.
many locks and we've had so many rows because we have this.
If it wasn't for Seamus, we'd be divorced. We couldn't even say we're married now.
And he wouldn't even take a cup of tea.
No.
Of the charts we have for this stretch of river.
It's kind of big, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's the Shannon and the Erne Waterway, I suppose.
Yeah, that's everything from Limerick City though, all the way up to Balleek.
Yeah.
Do you know, it covers everything really.
Well, that was an eventful trip up, wasn't it? We
Yeah.
had loads of help from Seamus.
Well, if it wasn't for Seamus, I think we would probably have killed each other.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, yeah.
I don't know how anybody can go through so many locks in such a short distance and still remain married.
Oh, I just hate locks.
No, well, a lot of them are very deep, and you kind of, I think once you organise a system, dropping somebody off before the lock, which we forgot to do in one of them.
Yeah, but it's so
And we had to
windy
climb
as
up.
well, Harry. You know, I mean, it is in fairness.
Yeah, there was a good crosswind. Then we had one lock where we had an awful lot of water flowing across the canal. That was exceptional. It was only because we've had so much rain over the past few days. But it made getting into the lock just impossible. It also kind of threw me because I never thought of dropping you off.
Yeah.
And the two of us ended up in the lock. And we couldn't really get back out. And we'd no ladder to get up. We had.
Lovely words. You wouldn't hear
So-
in a barrack of soldiers.
Well, we're sailors, so you're allowed to do that, you see.
Here's
So-
the rain now. So.
One minute the sun is out, then the rain is out. And we're just here at Kilclare. And we're going to go in now, see can we get soup and a sandwich here in the local bar. And we will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheerio.
Hannah, we're still talking. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up. And in the next episode, we'll be leaving the quaint little village of Kilclare and we'll be heading further along the Shannon Erne Waterway. So make sure to click the subscribe button so that you don't miss another episode. And if you like this episode, please click the thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, you can give it a thumbs down. Thanks for watching.